Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. Today we have another very exciting guest, Angela, who's been on the program for a good couple of months now and is just absolutely crushing it. And she's super inspirational, a big part of our community. And I thought we'll bring you onto the podcast and just explain a little bit about your journey. So welcome.
Hi Reese, how you doing?
I'm excited. I've been excited all day for this, and I know you've had quite a long day at work today as well. So I appreciate you jumping on and giving us all some value after a busy day. But before we take a bit of a deep dive into it, run us through a little bit about yourself. What you kind of do on a day-to-day basis, like work, all that kind of jazz.
Okay, so work is really busy. I work as a vendor specialist for an IT distributor. So I work on a vendor called Extreme Network. So it's networking, Wi-Fi, that kind of thing. Yeah. Absolutely love my job. Really busy. I work from home a lot of the time. Do tend to go to the office, either the Bracknell or Crawley. So it's nice actually catching up with people. So yeah, I love my job even though it's busy, but I can't complain. So, things like on a day-to-day basis, working, hobbies, say I love reading. I do read a lot of books. And I like going to the pub.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, what's your go-to drink when you go to the pub?
Occasionally. And I actually really enjoy going to the gym, which I didn't think I would ever say that.
Look at that, of course. Amazing. I was saying, what's your favourite drink when you go to the pub?
Spice rum and Diet Coke.
Diet Coke, yeah. I'm glad you slightly... That's a good little change you made, right? Back in the day, it was a normal Coke, but now it's Diet. I love it. Good start already.
Diet, yeah.
That's so amazing. We'll take a deep dive into like your transition from, the gym being a chore to the gym being exciting, etc. But for the meantime, I think one thing that's straight away is so great about your transformation is the fact that you are very busy. Like, you are pulled from pillar to post. Career is very important to you and very busy, but you still managed to get things done, right? So I guess my first question is, how do you almost balance busy career, something you're ambitious in and want to, keep, climbing the ladder in, if you will, and still being able to hit your transformation targets, especially working from home, right? Because sometimes that could be even more difficult. Boredom eating, relaxing, the fridge being right around the corner. Like, how do you find yourself managing the both?
Right, well, to start with, it was really, really tough. I really struggled getting to the routine. I started going to the gym in the evenings, but after finishing work, sometimes I'd finish late and then I was too tired to go. So I've changed my routine now with going to the gym. So I'm up at 4 a.m. I hit the gym for 5 o'clock and I'm there for a good couple of hours and I absolutely love it. So for me, I go to bed I'm in bed by like 8 o'clock. Come the evenings, I'm like, there's nothing on telly. I'm going to go to bed, get up early, get to the gym and oh my God, I have so much energy and I absolutely love it. So for me, it works better going in the morning. Then come the evening, I finish work, I'm like, I don't have to go to the gym now. I've done my gym session. I've got my steps in, try to get my steps in. So for me, it was a struggle to start with, but now I find for me, going in the morning, then I come home, get ready for work, and then just crack on. At least my day, my workouts are done, and I just concentrate with my job.
Absolutely. And what time do you usually get to the gym and leave the gym?
I get to the gym for 5 o'clock and I'm out of there by 7.
Amazing. And is that including obviously some of the steps and stuff you like to get in on the treadmill?
Yeah, so I do my resistance training to start off with, then I'll do some of the cycling machine and then just do some walking on the treadmill. So I'm trying to get into some cardio as well as lifting weights.
Of course, because if you have to lift weights for a couple of hours, there's probably people listening going, "Oh my God, that's so scary." But a bit of cardio in there as well, right? That's the thing, though, right? When you start the day with such a big win, it's almost like you can chuck anything at me today. Like, I'm fucking ready to go. Like, I've done my steps already. I've already gone to the gym. Like, you chuck it all at me. I'm ready, right? Do you almost feel like you start your day with a win, like a workout and some steps? You almost feel like going into the day, nothing can kind of dampen your mood, like you're ready to go.
Oh, you're breaking up.
Can you hear me okay?
No, I can hear you now. Sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
No, of course. Yeah, so do you almost feel like when you go to the gym in the morning and then you leave and start your day at work, do you just feel, because you've started the day with such a big win, that nothing bad could happen that day? Because you just feel like almost invincible. Is that
Oh
how
my
we feel?
God, I'm literally bouncing off the walls. I have so much energy, it's ridiculous. I mean, how do you have so much energy after going to the gym? Surely you should be
Yeah,
knackered, but I
absolutely.
can literally keep going. It's such a bizarre feeling, really bizarre,
Of
really
course, but it's
bizarre.
the best feeling in the world, right?
Yeah, really, it's
And how does
amazing.
that compare to before we started? You know, from an energy perspective. So, like your energy now, let's say when you finish a gym workout, maybe it's 10 a.m., you're starting your working day, 9 a.m., starting your working day. How is that energy different now to where it was, let's say, 6 months ago?
Oh, I was tired all the time. I had no energy, tired through like the whole day. Like in the evenings, you just like you're sitting on the sofa, and then I'd literally pass out on the sofa, falling asleep. So I'm that knackered. But I
Yeah.
wasn't. I never did any walking, so I wasn't active at all. I did no exercise, absolutely
Yeah,
nothing, and I just felt every day I was just so tired, so tired.
absolutely. Yeah, and then now you're bouncing off the walls.
Just totally different, absolutely totally
Yeah,
different.
of course. And a big thing I know you mentioned at the beginning and you've mentioned since is obviously back pain, right? So I guess, looking at the back pain, how was that affecting your day to day? Let's say 6 months ago, right? On a day to day basis, how was that impacting your day with the back pain?
Yeah, every day. I mean, I've had it for a good few years.
Mm.
Obviously, again, where I'm working behind my laptop,
Yeah.
Monday to Friday, 9 to 5:30. And sometimes I have busy days, and I'm not literally getting up until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm getting up, it's like, oh my God, my back.
Yeah.
Where I'm sitting down for so long, and again, not being active, it was a real struggle. And also sleeping. I'd have to take painkillers. I know this is really bad, but I'd have to take painkillers before I went to bed to stop the pain because it was stopping me from sleeping, and I'd have to sleep with a pillow between my
Wow.
legs because the pain was unbearable, and yeah, just not sleeping at all.
Yeah.
But
Bless
since
you.
going to the gym, it took a good few weeks, and it was like one day I was like, "Oh my God, I've got no back pain," and it was really bizarre. It literally happened just like that, and now I sleep like a baby, and I actually love going to bed because I know that I'm going to sleep so well. So I look forward to going to bed. Like tonight, I can't
Absolutely.
wait. I'm so excited
Yeah,
getting some sleep.
absolutely.
But, but the amount of sleep I'm getting is ridiculous. I mean, you've probably seen from my check-ins, I've been getting
Yeah.
in like 9 hours sleep, and that's just
Yeah.
ridiculous. Never used to sleep that
Absolutely.
much.
And do you think that's a mixture of now having no back pain and obviously, being considerably healthier? Or do you feel like the back pain alone has just made such a difference to being able to not wake up in the night with pain?
Do you know? I think it's a mixture.
Mm.
So my back pain like played a massive part in not sleeping. Obviously, you
Yeah.
go and it was just so painful, and then struggling trying to get out of bed. It was that bad. But I think it's going to the gym. Also, my eating habits. I think that's helped as well. I'm not eating so much crap like I used to. Don't drink as much alcohol as I used to. So I think it's a mixture of, literally
All of it, yeah,
um,
of course.
work. Yeah, the work. I think for me, the workouts is key for me because,
Yeah.
lifting weights it's made me stronger. And I'm lifting weights I didn't even think I could lift. It was just when I first started, I was like, "There's no way I can do this. There's no way, I'm going to lift these weights." When you see, people in the community, oh, I've done this today. I was like, "How the hell have you done that? How
Yeah,
can
of
you do
course.
that? It's impossible." But now,
Now you're one of
it's
them.
it's just amazing
Yeah.
feeling. Um,
Absolutely.
yeah.
One thing I loved as well is the picture you posted into the group around Christmas time when you went to that social event and you wore that dress. Run us through that feeling when you're taking a photograph and you look back at the photo and go, "Oh my God, like I'm wearing this dress and I feel great." Like how did that feel?
Oh my God, it was amazing. So I've had this dress for a while. Was it so the last time I could fit into it was 2019. So around COVID, that's where I put all my weight on, obviously at home eating loads of rubbish.
Yeah.
And I tried the dress and I couldn't even zip it up. I was like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
I was like, my God, I've put on so much weight. And then I had my Christmas staff party, December, And I thought, oh, let me just try this dress on. Oh my goodness, I put it on and I could actually zip it up and it looked amazing. And so when I was in the hotel room, I thought, well, I'm going to take a picture and send it to you because I was so
Yeah.
pleased. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe like my journey and my progression and how my body has changed. And I've actually managed to get back into that dress.
Amazing.
Just
Gives
amazing
me
feeling. I
goosebumps.
was just
Of course.
so happy.
And how the thing as well, like it's so good when you're putting on for the first time, but also when you go to the social event, right? Like getting in, photos with colleagues or friends or family, and it's like you don't have to worry or pick yourself apart or stand at the back and position your body in a way where it's almost like flattering for a photo. You can just kind of enjoy the night without even thinking. Like, is that kind of almost a big win you felt like you had from that too?
Yeah, no, definitely. So, because sorry. So before I was, I was always quite slim anyway. But it was great, getting back to how I feel I was before,
Yeah.
and how I looked, and I felt really confident, and I felt really good about myself. And I was like,
Right.
I actually look really good. And like my arms have, started to get muscly. One of my colleagues was like, oh my God, Angela, your muscles, look at the muscles on your arms. Because before I remember getting in the lift at work, I looked at my arms. I was like, "Oh my God, look at this! Look at the size of them!" And you can see the dimples, that kind of thing. Now, that's all gone. My muscles are
Amazing.
starting to, my arms are starting to look nice and, like muscle, muscly
Toned and
now.
defined and
So,
yeah.
what a difference! What a
Absolutely. How
difference!
did it feel when, obviously, like other people know it's like your colleague when they're like, "Oh my God, like, what's the secret?"
Oh no, so I've told a lot of people about my journey, and they're like, good on you, kind of thing. Because it's such a big thing to do, and obviously you need to put the work in it. It's not something that you can sit and you're not going to lose the weight, you're not going to look good. It is really hard work. But it was just
Absolutely.
nice getting the compliments from people, and obviously other people have noticed. So
100%.
yeah, I was really pleased with myself.
Too fucking right, because you're right, it's not easy. And a lot of people look at a journey and go, "Oh, it's okay because," like, "Oh, it's easy for you because," and they find any excuse under the sun, right? But it's not easy at all. Like, we push up, right? And the one thing I always say is like, people go, "Oh, I speak to people sometimes where like, this is the results you could achieve," and they're like, "Oh, what's the catch?" Well, the catch is it ain't easy. Like, I'm not gonna fucking sell you down the river. You're gonna have to work your socks off, right? It ain't
Yeah.
easy, and you're gonna work freaking hard. And if you do so, you lose your back pain, you feel great in a dress, you feel amazing, right? And for someone like yourself to achieve those results in and around that menopausal bracket as well, which most people would end up going backwards, you've fucking propelled forwards, right? So you've kind of taken the time where most people would struggle, you flipped it on its head and go, no, this is the time I'm gonna thrive, right?
Yeah, so you're breaking up again.
Oh, am I back?
You're back now.
Awesome. Yes, I was just saying, like, you've taken the time where a lot of people would go backwards, in and around that menopausal bracket. And you've gone, no, like, I'm going to use this time to thrive, not this time to go backwards when most people do, which is a huge testament to you. And I guess a good question would be like, what kind of results did you see that you didn't quite anticipate or you wasn't expecting? So obviously, you probably join the program kind of expecting to feel good in a dress and, feel stronger. And is there anything that you've experienced that you wasn't quite expecting?
Oh my goodness, my tummy for starters, I don't have those belly rolls. So like sitting down and it's like, oh my goodness, it's just I had abs there. So
Look
for
at that.
me, that was just like the chest area. I was like, my God, just amazing, just how you can see like your abs starting to show.
Abs at
So that was
48. Look at that.
that was probably the first place where I noticed I'd started to lose my weight and my face didn't look so fat also. But yeah, it was definitely my core area. You can really notice
Amazing.
the difference.
And to see it on the progress photos as well is to say the goddamn least, right? Because you look freaking insane. So I guess for those listening as well, some practical advice, because they're probably listening thinking, wow, like I feel so inspired by Angela's story and how she's got a busy career. She's 48 years old and she's crushing it. Like almost like, fucking hell, I don't have an excuse, right? So is there anything that you found from maybe a motivation perspective or maybe like practical nutrition advice or anything that you feel like you've done that could benefit other people in a similar shoes to you, but let's say 6 months ago?
Oh goodness. Well, I'd definitely say 100% anyone to do it, especially if you do have like health problems. You know, it's great for stress management. I don't get stressed like I used to. Great for, again, as I say, like if you do have back pain, you do feel weak. It does build your strength. So, you know, resistant. You don't have to go in, you know, full whammy. You don't have to start lifting the heavy weights.
Absolutely.
You know, just start off light weights, just get into that routine of lifting weights, and then you'll start feeling stronger like I did. As I say before, I didn't think I was ever going to be able to do this, lifting the weights that I'm lifting. But now where I've, you know, increased the weights gradually, I'm getting stronger and stronger. So for health benefits, yeah, definitely do it. Nutrition side of it, so I didn't know anything about nutrition. Now, you know, the macro split, I get it. Yeah, I'm eating carbs, eating loads of carbs. Yeah, I'm eating fats. Yeah, I'll have the odd like glass of wine, so I'm not depriving myself of, you know, nice food. So yeah, I would 100% recommend anyone to do it. Again, especially, you know, at my age, 48 years old now. You know, you don't think you can do it, but no, anyone can do it. I don't think it matters what age you are. Just start off gradually, and then you'll start to feel a lot stronger as you progress within the journey.
That's absolutely amazing. Like Shakespeare, that was amazing. But no, you're so right, and bless you as well. Thank you for the kind words and, you know, the recommendation. And I think you touched on something amazing there, and it is resistance training. And it's one thing that's quite intimidating for women, right? Because we only coach women, and we see it a lot where it's, you know, I'm scared to lift weights, or there's certain areas in the gym I don't want to go to, or I might get bulky, or I'll get injured, and it's an intimidating environment, right? But
Yeah.
one of the biggest things women can do, all ages, women can do for their health, their muscle, their joints, their bone density, their figure, you know, your physique, when you're looking at seeing some abs or seeing some separation in the muscles, right? Like a lot of people, they want to lose body fat, but they lose body fat through cardio and no carbs. They lose so much muscle tissue, and they're like, oh, I've lost my shape, I don't have any muscle anymore. But if you do it the right way, where, like you say, you're eating your carbs and your fats and your protein splits, your resistance training, you do your weights, and now you go in, wow, like I've lost the weight, but I've got a nice bit of shape, or I wear a dress and it's nice and shapy and I feel great in it, right? And that's such good advice that you've taken the weights on board and you've gone, not just, let me just lift some casual weights. You're going, wow, getting PBs. Like, it's quite exciting, right? When you're chasing a new PB in the gym.
Oh, I love it. I've done loads this week.
Yeah, I know you fucking have. It's amazing, right? And even when you finish a workout and it goes, you know, right, 3 new PBs today, you're thinking, bam, like I've started my day. Not only have I done a workout, not only have I ticked off a bunch of steps, and not only have I got more energy, but 3 PBs in the bag as well. It's like you just walk out that gym thinking, I could just run through a brick fucking wall right now, right? And that's just such an amazing perspective for people listening. And you've literally come on leaps and bounds in the last couple of months, which is absolutely incredible. And it's come from your hard work. So I guess at the beginning, did you know, when you joined the program, like what was the motivation to do so? Did you maybe feel overwhelmed with everything? Did you maybe see so much conflicting things online and you just needed a simple solution? Like, what was the motivation for you?
Well, yeah, you see all these diets online and all these people, you know, these PTs, this, that, and the other. But I don't know, I just wasn't sure. And then I saw, I think it was a picture of Matt, and then I went on to Instagram, and then I saw, was it Mel? Oh my God, 50 years old. I was like, wow, she looks absolutely amazing. To look that good at 50, I was like, I want some of that. So
Absolutely.
that's when I reached out to you, and we started to have our discussions about what I was looking for. And you know, I don't regret it at all. It's probably one of the best things I've ever done, and I wish I'd done it sooner. But again, it's just knowing who to go to, who to trust, because as I say, there's so many diet plans and things out on social media. It's just very overwhelming, isn't it? You just never know. But yeah, I'm just so glad I've done this journey, and I don't regret it at all. I absolutely love it.
Oh, that's so kind, and Mel crushed it as well. She actually had a podcast a couple of months ago speaking about a very similar journey she had to you as well, and for her goals are very similar to you as well, right? And I think sometimes when you see someone that I guess you can relate to, it makes you feel safe to a degree because there is a lot of shit online. Like, you could have gone on my page and for all I could have been some big scam artist, right? You don't know because online there's so much crap. There's
Yeah.
this fad diet saying you can lose 40 pounds in a month, and this person saying do my 7 minute ab workout and get abs in 7 minutes. And
I wish.
I wish as well. Yeah, tell me about it. I was on a podcast this morning with one of our members, Win, and we were saying that if you don't understand much about the industry, it can be, you can look at something like, oh, wow, I can get abs in 7 minutes. And you might not know any better because it's just a marketing tactic, right? But when you actually see a story from somebody you feel like you can relate to, so there might be a woman listening and going, oh my God, like I'm in my late 40s, I've got a super busy work and I also have back pain and I also couldn't sleep. My energy was also low and I was also super busy. Jesus, right? Angela's inspired me. Like if she can do it, I can do it too. And sometimes women just need self-belief, right? To go, okay, maybe it is possible. So do you feel like looking at Mel and Matt's story was almost that belief in you to go, do you know what? I can do it. Like if they can do it logistically, why can't I do it too?
Yeah, definitely, and especially being a lot older as well, because you think, oh, my age, I'm not gonna lose the weight, I'm not gonna have abs, and I think that inspired me, knowing that it's not just the people in their 20s, people in their like mid to late 40s, 50s, they can still gain muscle and look good. And have look like a 30-year-old. It's and you've proved that through people that you have that have joined your journey. It's absolutely amazing.
Absolutely. It's exciting. I've literally got your progress photos up right here or as we're talking. The physique is just absolutely amazing. Like, just out of genuine curiosity, did you have abs like this when you was in your 30s, or have you surpassed the
Not in
physique
my
you had?
probably not in my 30s. I probably had them in my 20s.
Yeah.
But I didn't look that bad. But it was COVID that did it. It's because I was just eating so
Yeah.
much crap. I was bored at home, going into I was buying all the crap and then eating all the crap, and I was literally sitting on my arse all day, wasn't active, and I was like, that's what made me put on all the weight. And I was like, oh my God, but it's easy to put on the weight. But it's freaking hard trying to lose it. And I was like, how the hell am I going to do this? And I don't want to look like this. And I want to feel healthy. I don't want to feel shit anymore.
Absolutely.
So yeah, 48-year-olds, 50-year-olds, anyone can do it. It doesn't matter what age you are.
Too right.
And
Too right.
I've proved that. And if I can do it, anyone can bloody do it.
Absolutely. What was the realization for you that made, like, what was like the trigger? What was the pin? Like, was it, I don't know, maybe you walked past the mirror one day? Was it a certain social event you went to? Was it just literally seeing someone else and going, I want some?
Well, for me, it's when I was in the in the lift at work. It was in the summer and I saw my arms. I'm like, oh my God, when you see those like dimples, it's like, oh my God, that looks awful. And I was like, that's fat, that's not good. And I think that's what made me think, right, I need to do something. But obviously I didn't know where to start. And then after Blow Me Down, that's when I saw like pictures come up from like your stories on Facebook and Instagram. So I think it was the arms that that did it for me, because like in the summer you're wearing short sleeves, aren't you? But
Of
when you don't
course.
see your arms until you look in the mirror, it's like, shit, look at the state of them. But
Oh, bless
they've
you.
gone now. I
Yeah.
don't have them anymore.
That's it. Now they're nice and defined. Wait till this summer when you get a crop top on. Hey.
Can't
But
bloody
Anna,
wait.
this is yeah, absolutely. Roll it on. The exciting part is as well, there's still so much progress to happen, right? Like we're not even halfway, I don't think, right? So it's exciting to see just how much progress you have made in such a short period of time. Getting the dates up here, I think it was what, October or September last year? I think
Yeah, I think it was
October.
September, wasn't it? Yeah,
September,
September.
yeah. So if we're looking at September the 18th, I think it was. So October, November, December, January, February, 5 months, right? We're looking at what you've done in 5 months' time. Fucking what could you do in another 5, right? Or another 5.
Yeah.
It's just so exciting to see your potential because you've built such amazing momentum already. You're inspiring so, because in our community, you're an absolute rock star. You come to the events, you get involved in like our challenges and posting like wins and recipes, etc. It's just so nice to see you as such a strong member of the community. I guess that's maybe a good question. How do you feel like, do you feel like community is a big thing for you on your transformation journey? Do you feel like it's made an impact?
Yeah, it's nice seeing
Absolutely.
how everyone else is progressing within their
Yeah.
journey because everyone's different. So it's nice to have this group. So everyone you can support each other. Yeah, I think it's really good to have that community. People putting their tips on there, posting their wins, and yeah, it does. I think it does help with the journey having it's like almost like a support group, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
so I think yeah, it's really good, and it's a great community, and it's just great being involved.
Yeah, and we've obviously got our Marbella event coming up as well, which you're going to, which is going to be a lot of fun. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a weekend in my life, to be honest. It's going
Oh,
to be so much fun. But, from my end, Andrew, I just want to say a huge thank you for, allowing and trusting us to be a part of your journey, because not only are you a rock star in the community, you're an absolute pleasure to coach. Your results are freaking amazing, and you're inspiring so many people with your journey. And I say a lot of times as well, like, you often don't realize just how many people you are inspiring. Like, people look at you and go, "Wow, like, she's crushing it." People listen to this podcast and go, "Fucking hell, like, she's a machine. Like, I want to be able to feel how she does." So you should really give yourself a pat on the back, and take a moment to recognize not just how well you've done, but looking at it as from a perspective of, I've worked my freaking socks off for this, so go and enjoy it.
no,
But
thank you,
go ahead.
but no, thank you. Again, at the end of the day, you're always pushing me, and sending messages. Right, I want you to do this. Like today, you want me to do another 1,000 steps. So I was like, you're having a laugh.
Yeah, well, it's a challenge, but who doesn't love a challenge, eh?
Well, I've nearly done it.
There we go, right? Sometimes that a little bit of an extra push, we're like, oh, fuck's sake, Reese, go on, I'm going to have to do it now, you said it. And you go do it, like, bam, I hit another new target, right?
Yeah.
Bless you. Well, thank you so much for joining the podcast, sharing so much value and wisdom. And there's so many takeaway tips as well that people can make, like working out early in the morning, ticking it off straight away, or doing the resistance training and jumping straight on for a little bit of cardio straight after, or all these little tips you've kind of put in that are going to be so beneficial for those listeners. So thank you for sharing your wisdom, and I'm sure they'll see more from you in the Marbella trip, and your transformation is only going to continue to get better.
No, I can't wait. Looking forward to that. And thank you. Thanks for all your support and all your help and pushing me.
Of course. And it's only going to get better. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and we'll speak to everyone soon.